Well, hello Sagittarius. This is Lisa from The Right Guidance, and I'm here to bring in some guidance for you for August the 5th to the 15th, 2019. I'm going to be using two decks. The first one for love and relationships and anything you need to know regarding any relationships in your life. We'll use John Holland's The Psychic Tarot for the Heart. And then for messages in general, the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. So I'm going to be using two decks. I'm not sure how many cards I'm taking from each deck. I'm just going to let my angels and guides and your angels and guides decide that for me. So as I feel guided to pull these cards, that's how I'm going to do it. So we're going to have three decks. Boy, if I could speak, that would be awesome. Three cards from John Holland's deck. And let's see how many tarot cards we're using here today. I have been struggling with migraines, so that's why I didn't have any readings for you last week, but it is what it is. I'm still going through it. Just gotta suck it up. Okay, so here's your guidance. Now, what you guys can do, and I'm sorry that my camera pole is in the way there, you can kind of use your intuition, guys, and see which card here that you're most drawn to, okay? Because that can kind of be like that catalyst card for you. What do you need to know, most specifically in the next 10 days would be like that card that you're most drawn to. So, if it is about love and relationships, if that's really what's on your mind and that's what you seem to need guidance, then you might want to focus on picking a card from both sides, but, maybe more importantly, the green cards. Okay. So let's get to it and see what's going on for Sagittarius. So in love and relationships, okay. Now, don't get so much caught up in what the statement is on the cards that I turn over. These are my cards, and I tend to channel in messages from pictures, okay? And that's how my guides communicate with me. So don't necessarily get bent out of shape when you see that you're refusing to see. Unless, if that triggered a specific feeling inside of you, you can run with that, okay? Because you should be using your intuition too, okay? So here, you have someone whose third eye, okay, I'm just going to zoom in, whose third eye is open. So that's our intuition and our guidance system. And any visions that we have for our future comes through the third eye, and that is the location between your eyebrows, okay? You clearly know where you want to go, okay? And it just seems like you are on a path that is not, how can I put this? It's not balanced. They don't match. So where you should be going is not where you're currently headed in relationships. So if, you're not happy in your current situation, then you need to change course. And I'm not saying that means you have to leave your partner. It's not what I'm saying. You need to have open, honest, and clear communication because you guys are not on the right track for all things happiness. Okay. That means in all areas of your life, not just the romantic kind, okay? Having a helmet on is protection, okay? So if you feel in love and relationships that you've always had to protect yourself, okay? Or, you've ignored red flags perhaps, but, you can see clearly. You have good intuition, okay? So if you're picking bad in relationships, for those of you who are single and perhaps, you are not with a partner and you're obviously looking for a partner, because who wouldn't be really? It just seems like you're in protection mode, that you don't think that, you would ever be able to take off the battle armor where you feel, you would be safe. And here's the thing, you've got to do your own internal work on that, right? And we've got to drop our defenses. No one is in charge of our happiness but us. So trust your intuition with your third eye being open, okay? I don't want to go too deep because we have other cards and I don't want the readings to be too long, but let's see what the other cards say, and then it'll be easier for me to kind of put this all together. Okay. Okay, so we seem to have a theme, Sagittarius. It does say choose your battles, but here's the thing. Again, like I said, I'm not so worried about what it says on the bottom. This is you. And you have three strong forces. Now, it just seems like you're up against other people's opinions, perhaps. So if you are dragging other people, and I'm choosing my words correctly. If you are dragging people into your personal circumstances and looking for opinions on what you should do, this is what's happening, is you've got really strong opinions, and then you've got you trying to make this decision for yourself. And, you know, this could be even professionals that you're going to for help. Here's the thing, you know, you are to use your own internal guidance system as well, right? So it just seems like you've got really, really strong energies and you're just in protection mode. I'm going to be really curious to see what that third card is showing. Let me just, yeah, my guides are like, just turn it over and then you'll be able to make this work. Okay. Giving and receiving. Okay. Oh, I see. All right, here's the thing. Resentful. You could be quite resentful in relationships, okay? You could be kind of walking around with this kind of face where you're just low in energy, you're sad, you're down in the dumps, because maybe you're always the person who's giving and not receiving. You know, you're always giving, and it's left you feeling resentful, and that can happen in relationships when we give too much. You know, maybe there's 3 people that you are constantly giving to, okay? And you want to say something, and maybe you have said something, and it's a battle now, right? Now everybody's pissed off. But here's the thing. If you've chosen to give, and I've been there in this situation, if you've given with an open heart and someone hasn't given back to you in return, we shouldn't be doing something in order to get something back in return. But if in your process of life thus far, you have been the giver and it has left you feeling resentful, then you need to check yourself. Just like I had to check myself and see what was the payoff in helping others so much. Did it, you know, make you feel good about you when you should have really been helping yourself? We're here for our own personal journey first. And perhaps you were able to be distracted by helping tend to others' needs, which obviously in our core makes us feel good about ourselves. And it makes us feel like we are a good person. But shouldn't we first be a good person to ourselves? And then if there's anything left over and we have the chance to give, you know, from an open hand. See, like in the pictures, there's open hands, right? So if you can be a blessing to someone, then you should do that without any expectations. We want to make sure to also choose people to associate, and that's in all relationships, not just of the romantic kind, with people who are, you know, able to give us what we need. And that could be in time, and someone who could give us, you know, attention. So if you're picking someone who's super busy, who's not attentive and isn't a good communicator, or then you can't expect to change that. Okay, so whatever it is you wish to receive in relationships, then you have to decide what that is. And if you're already partnered up, okay, and you're in this mode with this face, sporting this face, then you need to have a discussion with the partner that you're with, or for any, you know, potential partners. You want to ask them, what's your best asset? What do you bring to the table in relationships? And if that sounds pleasing to you, then great. You know, you should be going into a relationship as a whole and complete person, and hopefully the other person is too. Now, if that other person seems to be a project, run. Run. Okay? You're not interested in, you know, taking on a project. You're your project. We're a project. We're all a work in progress here. Okay? So let's move on to the other cards and see what your other messages are. If you do require any more further guidance, you can request a personal reading from me or anybody else in your area as to how to best navigate your path. Okay? So you got a major arcana card, the Chariot, okay? And the Chariot is swift moving deals and life carrying you swiftly, okay? What it does say at the bottom is an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, and public recognition. Now, I'm not a big fan of reading. Again, like I said, I'm not a big fan of reading the bottom of the cards, but because it is showing up for you, I want to be able to read it for you because you can take how it resonates. You have 2 forces possibly carrying you too. You have the light and the dark side, okay? Now, life is a blend of both energies, and there's nothing wrong with being led by both forces, okay? But where is life carrying you? Okay, let's see. Let's see what the other messages are saying, okay? You have the 8 of Water, okay? And this is the Cups card, and these are usually about emotions. What it does say is a desire for you to move on. the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. And this could have a lot to do with piggybacking off the relationships messages, and it is about filling your cups, and you're looking for meaning in life. And, you know, I think a lot of us are on that journey where we want more. And it's not just from it's all relationships. It's with friendships. We want meaningful relationships with coworkers, and you want to work in a profession where it's meaningful. So if you're thinking about changing professions or moving, you know, towards a profession that's going to be more meaningful to you, for you working on your divine life purpose. Maybe it is of a spiritual nature or an emotional nature that pulls at your heartstrings, and there's, you know, you want to be of loving service to those. Absolutely, you should do that. So, you know, once you make that decision, you want to ask the divine to step in and help open those doors for you. And, you know, they always say, be careful what you wish for, because, you know, the universe could be absolutely excited for you to make that decision. And those doors of opportunity, you know, with the Chariot showing that that could happen super fast for you. Let's see what the other messages are saying. 7 of Air. Okay. Again, I'll read it. Plans that need revision, more going on that meets the eye and poor timing. Listen, don't listen to that. It sounds stupid, right? What this statement of this card is saying, listen, okay, you might have made that decision, okay, that I want to move on. I want to move on. And again, because this is just a general reading, this could be in any area of your life. I want to move on to a more meaningful career, better relationship, you know, to a new association of friends. You know, you have to get clear. What this is saying is you have to get clear on what it is you're looking for. What does that mean? Good old paper and pen. I don't care if you open up a Word document, you could do that too if you're a typer. But it's like, what do you have to get clear. Okay, so what is it you're looking for? What kind of a career, you know, is meaningful to you? Do you need to redo a resume? I know that sucks. Nobody ever wants to do that. But you have to get clear with the universe. This is basically what it's saying. Like here, they're saying, listen, we'll help you. Your angels and guides are waiting for the green light, waiting for your permission to act on your behalf, to say, listen, we're going to help you move really quickly forward in whatever you decide to do, whether that's an emotional, you know, spiritual, relationship, career, or whatever you want to do to change, whatever your desire to move towards, okay? Your plans that need revision, don't listen to this, okay? What it is about you getting clear. What is it you want, okay? So if I'm sitting in front of you as someone who can work magic on your behalf, and I say, kid, what do you want? Tell me. Write it down on paper. Dear angels and guides, dear God, whoever you want to address this to the universe, this is what I want. And this is the work I'm willing to do to get that. And work together with the divine so that everything can work, and the Chariot and both, you know, forces can drag your ass and bring you to wherever it is you're meant to be. Like, super exciting time for you. This is a manifestation time, obviously, because they're like, listen, it's not that you're refusing to see. You're a giver. We know you're a giver, but you need to have balance in relationships, balance, giving and receiving. If you put yourself in places where you're in a battle, or you're not around people, or you're always having to defend yourself, this is not healthy, right? Where you want to go, your angels and guides, the divine, the universe wants to take you to a place where life has a tremendous amount of meaning for you, Sagittarius. So in order to do that, you have to be clear that you're ready for life to change, that you want change. And where do you want change? That's up to you. This is where they're saying, do the work, be loud and clear. You've got to write this down. Old fashioned, okay? Just like I would tell my clients, let's do this together, okay? Let's write this shit down. And even after an appointment, I like my clients to write stuff down, and they can email it to me. I want to see. Because if I help and I read and I send this prayer on their behalf, then there's 2 of us praying for this amazing magic to happen, right? Let's see what the last card is saying. Oh, good. 9 of Earth, okay? Again, I'll read the bottom for you. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending some quiet time alone, and successful self-employment. This is just, you know, the cup. These are the Pentacles cards in traditional tarot. The 9 of Pentacles, okay? This is life is good. Life is good, okay? So healing also, you can see in all this green, okay? Peace, contentment. Spending quiet time alone is, again, here, working with the card that's right beside it. Spending some time alone saying, okay, let's get clear over the next 10 days. You know, let me put some work into me. Let me give and receive to myself. Okay, Sagittarius, this is what you need to be doing, okay? I want you to stay out of battle modes. Stay away from other people's energy right now. It's time to be a little selfish, okay? Where do I want my life headed? Let me make some decisions. Let me then ask my angels and guides and God of the universe for help in implementing this plan. Let's perhaps even get a job coach, a life coach, a professional coach, a relationship coach. I don't give a shit who you hire, but you know what? Working with others who are like myself, who are professionals in this, can help you with this catalyst for change, okay, and moving you forward, okay? In order to get to where you're feeling content and just abundant and happy and peaceful, like the Nine of Earth is saying, you got to do the work. Well, who the hell doesn't, right? Balance, give and receive. So whoever in your life is currently showing you that they love you and are always offering you time, and when you are in their company, you feel content and peaceful and just relaxed.